After that nitrogen, here phosphorus. So here in phosphorus, allotropic forms of phosphorus. First one is here allotropic forms. Allotropic forms. So in yesterday's class, after a set of nitrogen, nothing but nitric acid is completed. After that, here phosphorus. That means allotropic forms of the phosphorus. So phosphorus forms more number of allotropic forms. Among these, white phosphorus, red phosphorus, and black phosphorus are important things. Okay, white phosphorus, red phosphorus, black phosphorus. Okay, now you can go to explaining here. First one is white phosphorus. First one is white phosphorus. White phosphorus is a translucent white waxy solid. It is a translucent white waxy solid. It is a poisonous. It is a poisonous. It is a poisonous and it is insoluble. It is insoluble in water. Insoluble in water, but soluble in carbon disulfide. Soluble in carbon disulfide. So, white phosphorus is a translucent white waxy solid, and it is a poisonous. And white phosphorus, it is insoluble in water, but soluble in carbon disulfide. So, water is insoluble, and soluble called CS2 means carbon disulfide. Carbon disulfide soluble. So here it glows in dark. That is, it is visible in dark. Dark place glowing up, that makes visible on. So this property is called chemiluminescence. Chemiluminescence or phosphorescence. Okay, white phosphorus is a glows in dark. Okay, it is called here chemiluminescence. Nothing but phosphorescence also. Okay, this white phosphorus dissolved in boiled NaOH, it gives phosphine in an inert atmosphere. The white phosphorus అనేది boiled, that means concentrated NaOH లో boil అయినప్పుడు inert atmosphere లో phosphine ని form చేస్తుంది. So here phosphorus reacts with NaOH, it forms phosphine, and this is sodium hypophosphite. Like this. Here, phosphorus reacts with sodium, it forms phosphine and sodium hypophosphite. This is phosphine. This is phosphine. This one is sodium hypophosphite. Hypophosphite. So it is ready to catch the fire in a, it forms dense white fumes like this forms here. This P4 reacts to O2, that means dioxygen, it forms P4O10. P4O10. Okay? Once again, white phosphorus, generally phosphorus forms more number of allotropic forms. Among these white phosphorus, red phosphorus, black phosphorus are most important things here. White phosphorus means here it is a translucent white waxy solid. It is a translucent white waxy solid and it is a poisonous. It is insoluble in water but soluble in carbon dioxide. Water soluble kaadu and insoluble. It is soluble in carbon dioxide. CH2 soluble. It glows in dark. This property is called chemiluminescence or phosphorescence. Okay. This white phosphorus boiling NaOH, it forms phosphine. PHP name is phosphine. And sodium hypophosphate, phosphite, not phosphate. NaH2PO2 means sodium hypophosphite. Okay, and this white phosphorus reacts with oxygen. It forms P4O10. It is a dense white fuel. Okay, P4 white, P4O10. So it is a white phosphorus contains discrete P4 molecules. Discrete P4 molecules. White phosphorus contains discrete P4 molecules which are held by van der Waals forces. Which are held by van der Waals. Van der Waals forces. Okay. White phosphorus contains discrete P4 molecules which are held by van der Waals forces. Like this. This is structure of white phosphorus. This is structure of white phosphorus. Here like this. Here 60-degree bond angle is here. 60-degree bond angle. So in P4 molecule, four phosphorus atoms present at the corners of the tetrahedral shape. This is tetrahedron. Tetrahedron. Okay. These four, 1, 2, 3, 4. These four phosphorus atoms are present at the corners of the tetrahedron. Okay. This white phosphorus is less stable, and more reactive. Less stable and more reactive due to high bond strain, high bond angle strain. So due to here 60-degree bond angle, so being ఉండేటటువంటి high bond angle strain వల్ల it is more reactive compared to that of remaining on red phosphorus and black phosphorus. White phosphorus is a more reactive due to high bond angle strain. So due to this more reactive of the white phosphorus, it stores underwater. It stores. Therefore, here it stores underwater to protect from air. సో ఎయిర్ నుంచి దీన్ని ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేయడం కోసం వాటర్ లో దీన్ని స్టోర్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. ఎందుకు దీన్ని వాటర్ లో స్టోర్ చేస్తారంటే డ్యూ టు మోర్ రియాక్టివ్ ఆఫ్ ది వైట్ ఫాస్ఫరస్. ఈ వైట్ ఫాస్ఫరస్ లో ఉండేటటువంటి హై బాండ్ యాంగిల్ స్ట్రెయిన్ వల్ల ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ లెస్ స్టేబుల్ అండ్ మోర్ రియాక్టివ్. సో ఈ వైట్ ఫాస్ఫరస్ కి మోర్ రియాక్టివ్ నేచర్ ఉండడం వల్ల ఇది స్టోర్స్ అండర్ వాటర్ లోపల స్టోర్ చేసుకుంటా ఉంటాం. ఇన్ కేస్ వాటర్ లేకుండా ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఏలో దీన్ని స్టోర్ చేశారంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ రెడీ టు ది రియాక్ట్ విత్ ఎయిర్. ఓకే, సో ఇట్ విల్ బి ప్రొటెక్ట్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ది ఎయిర్. దీని ఎయిర్ నుంచి ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేయడం కోసం స్టోర్స్ అండర్ ది వాటర్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ఏ వైట్ ఫాస్ఫరస్. సో వన్స్ అగైన్ హియర్ white phosphorus means it is a translucent white translucent solid and it is a poisonous and it is insoluble in water but soluble in carbon disulfide. Insoluble in water and soluble in carbon disulfide. It glows in dark. This property which is called chemiluminescence or phosphorescence also called. Okay, next one. This white phosphorus boiled in NaOH, it forms phosphine and sodium hypophosphite and reacts with oxygen. It forms dense white films of P4O10. So that means it is ready to attack the fire in air and forms dense white films of P4O10. Okay, and this white phosphorus contains discrete P4 molecules which are held by the van der Waals forces. So ఈ white phosphorus లో ఇక్కడ discrete అంటే సింగిల్ P4 molecules అనేవి ఉంటాయి. దీంట్లో ఒకటి van der Waals forces ద్వారా అట్రాక్టింగ్ గా ఉంటాయి. So in P4 molecule each phosphorus atom at present hardness of the tetrahedron. Okay, right. Due to high bond angle strain in white phosphorus, it is a less stable and more reactive. Due to this more reactive nature of white phosphorus, it stores under the water to protect from air. Air నుంచి ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేయడం కోసం దీన్ని వాటర్ లోపల స్టోర్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. So this is a white phosphorus. Okay, next one. Second thing is red phosphorus. Okay, red phosphorus means it has a polymeric P4 units. Like that here. This is like this. These are polymeric P4 units. Like this. In white phosphorus, there is presence of only one P4 molecule, but in case of red phosphorus, there is a polymeric P4 units. This is polymeric. చూడండి ఇక్కడ ఒకదాంట్లో లింకులుగా ఫామ్ అవుతా ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి it has a polymeric P4 units. Okay, then white phosphorus on heating white phosphorus at 573 Kelvin temperature, 573 Kelvin temperature forms red phosphorus. Red phosphorus. Okay, when white phosphorus is heating at 573 Kelvin, it forms red phosphorus. White phosphorus ni 573 Kelvin దగ్గర హీట్ చేస్తే ఇక్కడ రెడ్ ఫాస్ఫరస్ అనేది ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. రెడ్ ఫాస్ఫరస్ అనేది ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. సో దిస్ రెడ్ ఫాస్ఫరస్ is insoluble in water as well as carbon disulfide. So in case of white phosphorus ఏం చేస్తుంది ఇక్కడ? White phosphorus is a insoluble in water but soluble in carbon disulfide. వాటర్ లో ఇన్సాల్యుబుల్ అయింది కానీ కార్బన్ డైసల్ఫైడ్ లో సాల్యుబుల్ అయింది. బట్ ఇన్ కేస్ ఆఫ్ రెడ్ ఫాస్ఫరస్ విషయానికి వస్తే ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ ఇన్సాల్యుబుల్ ఇన్ వాటర్ యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ కార్బన్ డైసల్ఫైడ్. రెడ్ ఫాస్ఫరస్ అనేది వాటర్ లో సాల్యుబుల్ కాదు, at the same time here carbon disulfide lo kuda soluble kaadu. So here it is less reactive than white phosphorus. It is less reactive than white phosphorus. So and another thing is it does not glow in dark. For example, in case of white phosphorus is a glow in dark. This property is called chemiluminescence also. Already I said that right here. Okay, in case of red phosphorus here, it has a polymeric P4 units like this structure. Polymeric P4 units are in the So when on heating of white phosphorus ni 573 Kelvin దగ్గర హీట్ చేస్తే రెడ్ ఫాస్ఫరస్ అనేది ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. రెడ్ ఫాస్ఫరస్ అనేది ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. That means red phosphorus is obtained by the heating of white phosphorus at 573 Kelvin. Okay, right. That means red phosphorus is a insoluble in water as well as CS2, carbon disulfide. So it is less reactive than white phosphorus. Red phosphorus అనేది white phosphorus కంటే less reactive గా ఉంటుంది. So here it does not glow in the dark. There is differences between white phosphorus and red phosphorus. Okay. Next one is black phosphorus. This alluvial form of phosphorus is black phosphorus. Black phosphorus. Generally, black phosphorus is obtained by the heating of red phosphorus under high pressure. Red phosphorus ni high pressure దగ్గర heat చేస్తే here black phosphorus means here a series of black phosphorus is formed. So black phosphorus is a two types. They are alpha black phosphorus and alpha black phosphorus and beta black phosphorus. Alpha black phosphorus, beta black phosphorus. So here when alpha black phosphorus is obtained by the red phosphorus on heating at 803 Kelvin, it forms alpha black phosphorus. Alpha black phosphorus. Okay. Red phosphorus no 80803 Kelvin దగ్గర అంత టెంపరేచర్ దగ్గర ఒక సీల్ ట్యూబ్ లో హీట్ చేస్తే ఆల్ఫా బ్లాక్ ఫాస్ఫరస్ ఫామ్ అవుతుంది అండ్ వైట్ ఫాస్ఫరస్ heating at 473 Kelvin it forms beta black phosphorus. Okay, right. Generally here black phosphorus is a two types. They are alpha black phosphorus, beta black phosphorus. Okay, when red phosphorus heated at a 803 Kelvin in a sealed tube, which forms alpha black phosphorus. Red phosphorus ni oka sealed tube lo 803 Kelvin దగ్గర heat చేస్తే alpha black phosphorus అనే ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. అట్లాగే white phosphorus ని 473 Kelvin దగ్గర heat చేసినప్పుడు beta black phosphorus అని ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. So this black phosphorus is does not oxidize in heat. This is a does not oxidize in heat. Heat does not oxidize in heat. So this is a black phosphorus. So once again, I repeat and you phosphorus forms more number of allotropic forms. Among these, white phosphorus, red phosphorus, black phosphorus are important things here. In case of white phosphorus, it is a translucent white vacuum solid and it is a poisonous. Okay, white phosphorus is insoluble in water but soluble in carbon dioxide. So white phosphorus is glows in dark condition lo dark place lo that is visible condition lo untundi, that means glows ga ప్రకాశవంతంగా ఉంటుంది అక్కడ. So the white phosphorus reacts with or boiled with sodium hydroxide, it forms phosphine. And it ready to catch the fire in air, it forms dense white films of P4O10. So and the white phosphorus contains discrete P4 molecules which are held by van der Waals forces. In white phosphorus, 4 phosphorus atoms are at present on the corners of the tetrahedron. So generally, white phosphorus is a more reactive due to high bond angle strength. Due to these more reactive nature of the white phosphorus, it is stored under water to protect from heat. That is white phosphorus. Okay, next one, red phosphorus. So red phosphorus అనేది అంటే white phosphorus ని 573 Kelvin దగ్గర హీట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఇన్ అట్మాస్ఫియర్ లో హీట్ చేసినప్పుడు రెడ్ phosphorus అనే ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ లెస్ రియాక్టివ్ దాన్ వైట్ phosphorus. వైట్ phosphorus కంటే లెస్ రియాక్టివ్ గా ఉంటుంది. ఇట్ డస్ నాట్ గ్లో ఇన్ ది డార్క్. వైట్ phosphorus డార్క్ కండిషన్ లో గ్లోయింగ్ ఉంటుంది, బట్ రెడ్ phosphorus మాత్రం డస్ నాట్ గ్లో ఇన్ ది dark condition. Okay, red phosphorus is a insoluble in water as well as carbon dioxide. Okay, red phosphorus has a polymeric P4 units. So next one, black phosphorus here. These are two types: alpha black phosphorus, beta black phosphorus. So the red phosphorus ni 803 Kelvin దగ్గర CC పై హీట్ చేస్తే alpha black phosphorus అని ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. And white phosphorus 473 Kelvin దగ్గర హీట్ చేసినప్పుడు beta black phosphorus ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతుంది. So it does not oxidize in air. Air లో ఇది oxidize కాదు. Okay, these are allotropic forms of the phosphorus. So next topic is phosphine. This molecular formula is PH3, that is phosphine. So first one, I am going to discuss about preparation of phosphine. First one is preparation. Preparation. How can we prepare the phosphine? Like okay, now I am taking here calcium phosphide. This name is calcium phosphide. Calcium phosphide. So this calcium phosphide reacts with water. Reacts with water. Here it forms calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide and phosphine. This name is phosphine. So here calcium phosphide when reacts with water, it forms 3 moles of calcium hydroxide and 2 moles of phosphine. 2 moles of phosphine. So at the same time here, calcium phosphide reacts with 6 moles of HCl. So here reacts with 6 moles of water. Here 6 moles of HCl. So it forms calcium chloride, 3 moles of calcium chloride and 2 moles of phosphine. 2 moles of phosphine. So another preparation of phosphine is then aluminum phosphide. This is called aluminum phosphide. Reacts with water. Reacts with water. It forms aluminum hydroxide and phosphine. Then this is aluminum phosphide. Aluminum phosphide. This aluminum phosphide reacts with water. It forms aluminum hydroxide and phosphine. Okay. And another preparation is on heating or decomposition of phosphorus acid. This is phosphorus. Phosphorus acid, it forms phosphoric acid and phosphate. So phosphorus heat చేసినప్పుడు phosphoric acid and phosphine form. Okay. Next one. White phosphorus reacts with sodium hydroxide. White phosphorus reacts with sodium hydroxide. It forms phosphine and sodium hypophosphite. Sodium hypophosphite. Okay. Its last preparation is here phosphonium iodide. Phosphonium iodide when reacts with potassium hydroxide, it forms phosphine and potassium iodide and water. So here K plus I minus is Ki, potassium iodide. Okay. In this PH3, 4 hydrogens load 3 for the PH3. So here H plus and OH minus combines to each other, it forms water. These are preparations of the phosphate. So here first one is calcium phosphide. Calcium phosphide reacts with water, it forms phosphine and calcium hydroxide. Phosphine and calcium hydroxide. Another one is this calcium phosphide reacts with HCl. It forms calcium chloride and phosphine. Okay. Next, aluminum phosphide. Aluminum phosphide reacts with water. It forms Aluminium hydroxide and phosphate. Aluminium hydroxide and phosphate. And H3PO3 means phosphorus acid. Phosphorus acid. On thermal decomposition of phosphorus acid, it gives phosphoric acid and phosphine. Phosphoric acid and phosphine. And another one is phosphorus boiled with concentrated NaOH, it forms phosphine. Phosphine and sodium hypophosphite. Sodium hypophosphite. Okay. Next, phosphonium iodide reacts with potassium hydroxide. This is phosphonium iodide. Phosphonium iodide. This is potassium hydroxide. Okay, it forms phosphine and potassium iodide and water. So these are preparations of the phosphine. Okay, next one here, properties of the phosphine here. These are preparations. Next one, properties. Properties of the phosphate. It is a colorless gas. It is a colorless gas with rotten fish smell. First one is it is a colorless gas with rotten fish smell, and it is a highly poisonous. Highly poisonous. It is a highly poisonous and it explodes with contact with it explodes in contact with the trace of oxidation agents. It explodes in contact with trace of oxidizing agents. Oxidizing agents like HNO3, Br, HNO3, that means nitric acid, and chlorine, and bromine vapors. Bromine vapors. So that is another problem. Bromine vapors. Okay. It is slightly soluble in water. It is slightly soluble. It is slightly soluble in water. Okay. Next one here. It is properties of phosphine. It is a colorless gas with rotten fish smell. Okay, and it is highly poisonous. It explodes in contact with oxidizing agents like HNO3, chlorine, bromine vapors. Okay, it is slightly soluble in water. It is slightly soluble in water. So this phosphine reacts with copper sulfate and mercury chloride. It forms phosphide. It forms phosphide. Okay, here like this. Here copper sulfate. Copper sulfate when reacts with phosphine, it forms copper phosphide. What is the name here? Copper phosphide and 3 moles of H2SO4. Okay, copper sulfate when reacts with phosphine, it forms copper phosphide and H2SO4. Okay, at the same time here, mercury chloride reacts with phosphine, it forms mercury phosphide and 6 volts of HCl. This is mercuric phosphide, mercuric phosphide. Okay, and phosphine is a weakly basic. Phosphine is a weakly basic nature. It has a weak basic nature here. So this phosphine reacts with the hydrogen bromide. It forms phosphonium bromide, phosphonium bromide, and phosphine reacts with hydrogen iodide, it forms phosphonium iodide. It is very simple. It deviates into H plus and Br minus. H plus and Br minus. So pH3 H plus. ఈ రెండు బాండ్ ఫామ్ చేసి pH4 ప్లస్ గా మారుతుంది. ఇది Br minus. So pH4 Br, phosphonium bromide. Phosphonium bromide. So in case also phosphine reaction HI, it forms phosphonium iodide. It forms phosphonium iodide. So these are properties of the phosphine. Okay, phosphine is a colorless gas. It is rotten fish smell. It is highly poisonous. It explodes in contact with traces of oxidizing agents like HNO3, chlorine, and bromine vapors. It is slightly soluble in water. It is slightly soluble in water. So here, this phosphine reacts with copper sulfate and mercury chloride. It forms phosphides. So here, phosphine reacts with copper sulfate, it forms copper phosphide. So here, phosphine reacts with mercury chloride. It forms mercuric phosphide. Its name is mercuric phosphide. So phosphine is a weakly basic nature. It has a weakly basic nature like ammonia. Due to presence of lone pair of electrons on the central phosphorus atoms. So phosphorus structure of here, phosphorus lo kuda phosphine lo kuda phosphorus మీద lone pair of electrons ఉంటాయి. So it has a weakly basic nature. So here phosphine reacts with HBr to form phosphonium bromide. It reacts with HI to form phosphonium iodide. So next we are going to here uses of the phosphine. So spontaneous combustion of the phosphine is technically used in whole-wave signals. So it is used in the danger zones and danger points in the seas. Seas are oceans లో danger points ఏమిటో వాటిని మీకు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయడం కోసం ఈ వోల్టేజ్ సిగ్నల్స్ యూజ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. So that means here the containers containing calcium phosphide and calcium carbide and calcium carbide. Okay, ఈ calcium phosphide calcium carbide ఉండేటటువంటి కంటైనర్స్ ని తీసుకొని ఆ సీస్ ఆర్ ఓషన్స్ లో పడేసినప్పుడు ఓకే వాటిలో ఉండేటటువంటి వాటర్ తో ఇది రియాక్ట్ అవుతా ఉంటుంది. calcium phosphide and calcium carbide in contact water in the seas or oceans, it forms phosphine and acetylene gases. Phosphine and acetylene. Okay, these evolved gases are burned as some as a signals. Okay, that means here the spontaneous combustion of the phosphine, it is used in the whole wave signals technically. Okay, whole wave signals means the signals used in the here basic and dangerous points in the seas or oceans. మన స్టీమర్స్ అట్లా ఎత్తా ఉంటాయి కదా, ఎక్కడైనా కూడా ఆ సీస్ లో ఆ ఓషన్స్ లో డేంజరస్ పాయింట్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఈ హోల్ బేస్ సిగ్నల్స్ అనేది మనకి యూజ్ అవుతాయి. ఏంటి అక్కడ హోల్ బేస్ సిగ్నల్స్ అంటే కొన్ని కంటైనర్ తీసుకుంటారు. ఆ కంటైనర్స్ లో ఏమేమి ఉండాలి, కాల్షియం ఫాస్ఫేట్, కాల్షియం కార్బైడ్. సో కాల్షియం ఫాస్ఫైడ్, కాల్షియం కార్బైడ్ ఉండే కంటైనర్స్ ని ఆ సీస్ లో పడేసినప్పుడు ఆ సీస్ లో ఉండేటువంటి వాటర్స్ తో ఈ కాల్షియం ఫాస్ఫైడ్, కాల్షియం కార్బైడ్ రియాక్ట్ అయ్యి ఇట్ ఫార్మ్స్ ఫాస్ఫిన్ అండ్ ఎస్టిన్ గ్యాసెస్. These evolved gases are burned immediately and serve as a signals. ఈ బర్నింగ్ అయిపోయేసి సిగ్నల్స్ గా సర్వ్ చేస్తాయి. సో అక్కడ ఎక్కడ డేంజర్ పాయింట్స్ ఉంటే అక్కడ వీటిని ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తాయి అన్నమాట. దట్ ఈస్ యూజ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫాస్టింగ్. ఓకే, అనదర్ యూజ్ ఆఫ్ ఫాస్టింగ్ ఇస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ యూజువల్లీ స్మోక్ స్క్రీన్స్ లో యూజ్ చేస్తాం. స్మోక్ స్క్రీన్స్, స్మోక్ స్క్రీన్స్. ఓకే, these are uses of the fasting. So once again here, properties means it is a colorless gas with rotten fish smell. It is highly poisonous. It explodes in contact with oxidizing agents like HNO3, chlorine, and bromine vapors. It is slightly soluble in water. So in fasting, reacts with copper sulfate, it forms copper phosphide. Copper phosphide, and reacts with mercury chloride. This is mercury chloride. It forms mercury phosphide, and HCl like this. Okay, phosphine is a weakly basic, so that's why here this phosphine reacts with HBr. It forms phosphonium bromide, and reacts with HI. It forms phosphonium iodide. Okay, its last one is uses of the phosphine. So in uses of the phosphine, the spontaneous combustion of the phosphine is used as a whole base signals. Okay, these signals is used in the danger points in the seas, and oceans. Okay, seas and oceans ఎక్కడ danger points ఉంటే దీని ద్వారా మనం చూసుకోవచ్చు. ఎలా వాటిని ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తామంటే the containers containing calcium phosphide and calcium carbide. కాల్షియం ఫాస్ఫైడ్, కాల్షియం కార్బైడ్ ఉండే కంటైనర్స్ ని ఆ సీల్స్ లో పడేసినప్పుడు అక్కడ ఉండేటటువంటి వాటర్ ని రియాక్ట్ అయిపోయి ఫాస్ఫిన్ అండ్ ఎస్టిన్ గ్యాసెస్ ని ఎవాల్వ్ చేస్తాయి. ఓకే, దీస్ evolved gases are burning and serve as a signals, and phosphine used as a smoke screen also. So that is phosphine. Okay, next one is phosphorus halides. Phosphorus halides. In these phosphorus halides, generally phosphorus forms two types of halides. They are PH3 and PH5 type. Phosphorus forms two types of halides. They are PH3 and PH5. PH5, that means pi halides and pentahalides. Pi halides and pentahalides. So let us say here first one is pi halides of phosphorus. For example, phosphorus trichloride. Phosphorus trichloride. The formula is PCl. Phosphorus trichloride. Okay, first one is preparation of the PCl. Preparation of the PCl. Okay, white phosphorus reacts with 6 moles of chlorine. It forms 4 moles of PCl3. Okay, white phosphorus reacts with chlorine. It forms PCl3, phosphorus trichloride. And phosphorus when reacts with iodine chloride, iodine chloride. SOCl means here iodine chloride. It forms 4 moles of PCl3, 4 moles of sulfur dioxide, and sulfur monochloride S2Cl. Okay. Phosphorus reacts with chlorine. It forms phosphorus trichloride. Phosphorus trichloride. And phosphorus reacts with iodine chloride. This name is iodine chloride. Iodine chloride. So it forms here PCl3 and sulfur dioxide and sulfur monochloride also formed. Okay. Next one, properties. Properties of the PCl. Properties of the PCl. So it is a colorless oil liquid. Colorless oil liquid. PCl3 is a colorless oil liquid and it undergoes hydrolysis. Like this means here PCl3 reacts with water. That means undergoes hydrolysis. It forms H3 phosphorus acid, H3PO3, phosphorus acid, and 3 moles of HCl. Okay, PCl3 undergoes hydrolysis. It forms phosphorus, not phosphoric acid, phosphorus acid, and 3 moles of HCl. 3 moles of HCl. Okay, it reacts with organic compounds containing OH functional group. OH functional group ఉండేటటువంటి ఆర్గానిక్ కాంపౌండ్స్ తో కూడా రియాక్ట్ అవుతుంది ఇది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 3 moles of acetic acid reacts with PCl3, which forms 3 moles of acetyl chloride, CH3COCl, CH3COCl, and phosphorus acid. Acetic acid reacts with PCl3. It forms CH3COCl, acetyl chloride, and H3PO3. This mechanism is CH3COOH and CH3COOH and CH3COOH. So 3 moles of మనం తీసుకున్నాము 1 2 3 moles. Here PCl3 like this. PCl3. Here Cl. PCl3. Okay, that means here CH3COCl, CH3COCl, like this. Okay, CH3COCl. The 3 times form అయ్యాయి కాబట్టి 3CH3COCl. And ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాయి 1 2 3 H3PO3. That is mechanism of this reaction. So acetic acid reacts with PCl3 forms like this. Okay, next one is 3 moles of ethyl alcohol reacts with PCl3. Same as this, it forms 3 moles of ethyl chloride and H3PO3 means phosphorus acid. Like this here, C2H5OH, C2H5OH, C2H5OH. Okay, ఇక్కడ PCl, Cl. Like this, very simple. C2H5Cl, ఇక్కడ C2H5Cl. So 3 times 3 moles of C2H5Cl ethyl chloride form అవుతుంది. ఇక్కడ H3PO3, that is mechanism of this reaction. Here, that is reacts with acetic acid material alcohol. Okay. Next one is structure of the phosphorus trichloride. So here in structure, this is pyramidal shape. Okay. In PCl3, circular and phosphorus undergoes sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization. Shape is pyramidal. Shape is pyramidal. So మీకు ఆల్రెడీ ఒక షార్ట్ కట్ మెథడ్ చెప్పాను గుర్తుందా లేదు ఇక్కడ మనం తీసుకునేది ఏంటి PCl3 కదా దీనిలో గ్రూప్ నెంబర్స్ మనకు తెలియాలి వన్ సెకండ్ మళ్ళీ రిపీట్ చేస్తా ఉన్నాను గ్రూప్ నెంబర్ ఫాస్ఫరస్ గ్రూప్ నెంబర్ ఎంతమ్మా ఫాస్ఫరస్ గ్రూప్ నెంబర్ is 5 so 5 valence electrons plus chlorine 7 3 21 totally 26 ఇక్కడ వచ్చే వాల్యూ అనేది 8 కంటే తక్కువ గాని కరెక్ట్ 8 గాని వస్తే 2 తో బై చేయాలని చెప్పాను మోర్ దెన్ 8 వస్తే 8 తోని బై చేయాలి సో ఈ 26 అనేది మోర్ దెన్ 8 కదా సో దీన్ని ఏం చేస్తాం ఇప్పుడు 8 తో చేద్దాం 8 3 జా 20 2 వస్తుంది కదా మళ్ళీ 2 తో చేయండి 2 1 జా సో టోటల్ ఎంత వచ్చింది ఇక్కడ 3 + 1 4 4 వస్తే దట్ ఈస్ sp3 ఐడియా ఉంది కదా 2 ఇక్కడ 2 వస్తే sp 3 వస్తే sp2 4 వస్తే sp3 ఇక్కడ 4 వచ్చింది కాబట్టి sp3 5 వస్తే sp3d 6 అయితే sp3d2 ఓకేనా రైట్ హియర్ ఈ బాండ్ పేస్ 1 lone pair చూడండి ఇక్కడ 1 2 3 bond pairs 1 lone pair this is structure of the PCl it undergoes sp3 hybridization and it has a pyramidal shape. It has a pyramidal shape. Right. So these are definition and properties of the and structure of the phosphorus trichloride. So here phosphorus reacts with chlorine, forms PCl3, and phosphorus reacts with iodine chloride, it forms PCl3, sulfur dioxide and sulfur monochloride. Properties. It is a colorless oily liquid. Okay. PCl3 undergoes hydrolysis. It forms phosphorus acid. Phosphorus, not phosphoric acid, is phosphorus. So this PCl3 also reacts with organic compounds containing OH2. So ఇక్కడ చూడండి మా CH3COOH CH3OH రెండేళ్ళు కూడా OH అనేది కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ రియాక్ట్ అయిపోయి ఈ OH గ్రూప్స్ ని రీప్లేస్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఇక్కడ ఉండే PCl3 లో ఉండే క్లోరిన్స్ అనేవి ఓకే ఈ ఆర్గానిక్ కాంపౌండ్స్ లో ఉండేటువంటి OH గ్రూప్స్ ని రీప్లేస్ చేస్తాయి అంటే ఈ OH గ్రూప్ ప్లేస్ లో క్లోరిన్స్ అనేవి వచ్చేస్తాయి ఓకే రైట్ దిస్ ఇస్ స్ట్రక్చర్ sp3 hybridization and pyramidal shape right okay remaining topics we will discuss tomorrow.